I don't want the coronavirus to make me into a better person. I just want it to go away. Many authors have pointed out that this difficult period in time will bring spiritual benefits. People will become less materialistic. They will have a greater appreciation for life. They are bonding closer with their families. And while I understand that it's very nice to find that silver lining in a dark cloud, I'd rather the dark cloud go away. There's a story in the Talmud about Rav Yochanan, who is suffering. And the Talmud is explaining that when a pious person suffers, they actually become more spiritual. They actually get greater reward in the world to come. And his colleague, Rav Hanina, comes to him and says, "Do you appreciate the suffering?" And he says, "I'd rather not have the suffering, and I'd rather not have the reward." This passage reminds us that we can never accept the idea of spiritual perfectionism, where we want to become the holiest and most spiritual people that we can be. We'd rather just be human beings. We'd rather have relief than redemption. There's a story told about Rav Chaim Soloveitchik during World War I, where he was approached by someone who said, maybe World War I is the biblical war of Gog and Magog, which precedes the coming of the Messiah. And Rav Chaim Soloveitchik looked at the person and said, "I would rather the Messiah not come if it means one person has to die." That, I believe, is the lesson. Jews have been searching for redemption. We're coming to Tisha B'Av. We continue to search for redemption. But before we search for redemption, we search for relief. Before we look to become angels, we're content just to be human beings created in the image of God.